So long, Genie Plus.
Bye, bye, bye.
Hello, Lightning Lane. Hello, Lightning Lane. Lightning Lane Multipass. Lightning Lane Multipass. Can we just call it Multipass? We had a lot of questions, so you probably do too. Hi, I'm Erin with the Vacationeer, and I'm headed down to Walt Disney World during the launch of their new Lightning Lane tool, Lightning Lane Multipass. We haven't seen the actual tool yet, so let's share what we're doing to prepare so that if you are traveling down at the very beginning of its launch, you can be prepared as well. Up until July 23rd, guests at Walt Disney World Resort will still be using Genie Plus. So if you're needing a guide on the Genie Plus tool because you're traveling sooner, then you're going to want to check out this link right above me. It is a great tool on walking through all of the details and strategies for Genie Plus, but only through July 23rd. Once July 24th hits, we will now be using Lightning Lane Multipass. But before we get into the hows of Multipass, let's get into the what. Multipass is replacing Genie Plus and has been named Lightning Lane Multipass to better describe what it's actually doing to assist the guest. It is helping you book multiple Lightning Lanes. You might describe Multipass as if Genie Plus and Fast Pass had a baby. Excuse me? What? The new tool reminds us of Fast Pass because you'll be able to book multiple Lightning Lanes prior to arriving at your check-in at Walt Disney World. It still looks like Genie Plus because you will be purchasing and making your selections within the My Disney Experience app. Let's break down the specifics of Multipass. Multipass will let guests book up to 3 Lightning Lanes up to 7 days prior to their check-in date if they are staying at the Walt Disney World Resort. Guests with dated tickets staying off property will be able to book as early as 3 days in advance. On the day that your booking window opens, you will be able to purchase and book those advanced Lightning Lanes for every day of your park ticket. However, the purchase for each day will happen in separate transactions. When selecting the 3 Lightning Lanes in advance, guests will be able to choose one of those from the Group 1 category and the remaining 2 from the Group 2 category. If desired, you can choose all 3 Lightning Lanes from the Group 2 category. Wait. We interrupt this explanation of Multipass to explain Single Pass to you. Essentially, Single Pass is individual Lightning Lanes that you will be able to purchase singularly. These are the most popular rides in each of the parks. Guests will also be able to book up to 2 Single Passes in advance. And this may be one of my favorite things about the new Multipass system. On the day of your booking, you will be able to choose Multipass, Single Pass, or both, and you'll be able to make all of your ride time selections before you check out and make your transaction for that day. So now that you know what Multipass is, let's talk about how we're preparing for it before we make our very first selections at 7 a.m. on the 24th. First, if you haven't already, download the My Disney Experience app from your app store. You're going to utilize your Disney login that you already use for your My Disney Experience portal or that you may use for things like Disney Plus or ESPN or any of your other streaming services that run through Disney. Number 2, verify that your friends and family are properly connected through your profiles and make sure that you're sharing the managing capabilities if you are the one person who's going to be managing Lightning Lanes for everyone. Number 3, verify that your resort and ticket package are listed correctly. If you're a little confused or you need some help, make sure you're reaching out to your Vacationeer travel advisor and they can walk you through it. Number 4, add your payment information to your profile. This is essential in streamlining the process as you are making your Lightning Lane purchases. For example, if you have a 7-day ticket and you're planning on using the Multipass tool for each of those 7 days, it's gonna get a little tiresome to have to enter your credit card information each time. If you've already linked your payment information through your profile, then it'll be much simpler to make those selections, proceed to checkout, out, and then move on to the next day. Number 5, double check your dining reservations. You want to make sure that if you have a Crystal Palace reservation for 9 a.m. at Magic Kingdom, that you're not also booking a Jungle Cruise Lightning Lane for 9 a.m. as well. Now, this is going to be very specific to guests utilizing the new multi-pass system on July 24th. You're going to want to wake up a little extra early and check your app store for any updates to your Disney app. To the best of our knowledge, Disney is doing a hard launch to this tool on July 24th. This may mean that updates are needed on the app. So please check that app store and make sure you have updated your Disney app before trying to make your first selections at 7 a.m. on July 24th. So you wake up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on July 24th and you've updated your My Disney Experience app. What are you doing next? Now you're going to open your app and look for the Lightning Lane Multi-Pass tool on the home screen. You can also check for a new tile that's going to be listed on the menu screen. From here, you're going to select your date and the park you're selecting for. You can select multi-pass, single pass, or both if you're wanting to select for each. Remember that you'll be able to set up 3 multi-passes in advance, 1 from group 1, 2 from group 2, or all 3 from group 2. You can also select up to 2 single passes as well. From here, you're going to proceed to checkout, process your payment information, and you'll be good to go for your first day of selections. If you're planning to utilize lightning lanes for the remainder of your trip, you can then repeat this process for the remaining days of tickets. Here are some important things to note about the new lightning lane system. First, on the day of your park visit, after you've checked into the park and utilized your first lightning lane, you can replace that lightning lane with a new selection. You will not have to wait until you've utilized all of your lightning lane selections before you can make another choice. Second, if a guest is utilizing a park hopper ticket, their advanced choices will only be able to be made for the first park they're entering into that day. So you can make up to 5 selections for Magic Kingdom, but if you're planning to park hop to Epcot later, you will not be able to make any selections within that park in advance. However, once you have checked into Magic Kingdom and utilized that first lightning lane, you will be able to make those additional selections, potentially even for the next park that you're hopping to. Next, park guests who are not staying on property and do not have a dated ticket, this is mainly our annual pass holders, will be able to select their lightning lanes 3 days in advance, but it will be per park day. If it is with a park reservation or if it's with a good to go day, it'll still just be per park day. All right, let's get into some of the questions that our Vacationeer travel advisors are already talking to our guests about. How much does it cost? We don't know yet. We know that it will be a paid-for tool, but they have not given us pricing yet. Will the pricing fluctuate like Genie Plus currently does? Unfortunately, we don't know yet, but we wouldn't be surprised if it does. Can we purchase multi-pass and single pass for the entirety of our trip as an add-on to our ticket package? Unfortunately, not at this time. Can we modify or cancel lightning lane selections that we've made in advance? Yes, you will be able to go in and modify or cancel your lightning lane selections according to what's still available. If I have to cancel my entire Walt Disney World vacation, will I be able to also get a refund on the Lightning Lane passes? No, the purchase of the Lightning Lane tools are non-refundable. Are these changes also happening over at Disneyland? At this time, Disneyland will see no functionality changes for their Lightning Lane selection process. They will not be able to make any selections in advance, but rather once they've checked into the park. Let us know what other questions you have about the new Lightning Lane tool. We want to make sure we're covering all of the bases so that you feel prepared to tackle your Walt Disney World trip so that you can have the most magical time ever. If you want help planning your Walt Disney World vacation for completely free, yes, the Vacationeer does complimentary Disney planning of all kinds. Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruises, Adventures by Disney. Yeah, we do a lot of Disney, but we help with all of it for free. Let us know if you would like to start with a free quote, vacationeer.com/YouTube. Thanks for stopping by. We hope it was helpful and we look forward to seeing you again.